Hello kids, today we will learn 6th standard science chapter number 1 natural resource air, water and land. In that today we will learn water and land and exercise part. So water, how our body function runs smoothly and how water is formed. So we need to drink 3 to 4 liter of water every day so that ऑल आवर बॉडी विल फंक्शन रन स्मूथली। मतलब दिन भर में 3 से 4 लीटर पानी पीना चाहिए, जिसकी वजह से हमारे बॉडी के जो फंक्शन है वो स्मूथली गोज ऑन होंगे। इफ द हाइड्रोजन गैस बर्न इन एयर इट कंटेन विथ ऑक्सीजन एंड वाटर इज फॉर्म। हाइड्रोजन रिएक्ट विथ ऑक्सीजन और हाइड्रोजन combine with oxygen and it form a water, and water molecular formula is H2O, means hydrogen means H, oxygen means O. So hydrogen and oxygen combine together and it form a water, means H2O. Now we will learn a water property and why water is universal solvent. So in a nature water occur in 3 states. वाटर डज नॉट हैव अ कलर, टेस्ट एंड ऑर्डर, मीन्स वाटर में कलर नहीं होता, टेस्ट नहीं होता और उसमें स्मेल भी नहीं होता। ऑर्डर मीन्स स्मेल। सो इन नेचर वाटर ऑकर इन 3 स्टेट. वाटर डज नॉट हैव कलर, टेस्ट एंड ऑर्डर. Many substances readily dissolve in water, therefore water is a universal solvent. मीन्स बहुत सारे सब्सटेंस वाटर में डिसॉल्व होते हैं, जिसकी वजह से हम उसे यूनिवर्सल सॉल्वेंट कहते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज द ब्लड ऑफ एनिमल एंड द शेप इन अ प्लांट कंटेन ए वेरी हाई प्रपोर्शन ऑफ वाटर. नो लिविंग थिंग्स कैन सर्वाइव विदाउट वाटर, देयरफॉर इट इज सेड दैट वाटर इज अ लाइफ. So your question is that why we said that water is a life. So you should write the answer. The blood of animal and shape in a plant contain very high proportion of water, means normal human being maybe 70% water ही है. So very high proportion of water. No living things can be survive without water. That's why we said that water is a life. Observe and discuss. There is a, you can see the image, a pie chart. In that 97% blue color chunk is sea and ocean. Red color is a groundwater and ice and other form of water like wheels, dam, etc. And available water available for drinking. Green color is show the water available for drinking. So you can see the image. In that 97% water available on the earth, sea and ocean, and groundwater, ice and water in the form of other is 2.7% available, and for the drinking water is 0.3%. Remember that 97% present sea, ocean water, 2.7% is a groundwater, ice and water in the other forms, and 0.3% water available for a drinking, means fresh water. So as we can see, we can learn on the earth 71% water are present and 29% land are available. So 71% out of 71% means in between 71% water में से 97 सिर्फ ओशियन एंड सी का वाटर है, सॉल्टी वाटर है. मतलब पूरे ऑल ओवर अर्थ पे 71% वाटर है और 29% लैंड है. सो 71% वाटर में से जो 97% है वो पूरा सी एंड ओशियनिक वाटर है, एंड 2.7% ग्राउंड वाटर एंड 0.3% ओनली अवेलेबल फॉर ड्रिंकिंग. एंड रिमेनिंग जो 29% लैंड है, तो 29% लैंड में फ्लैट लैंड, डेजर्ट, माउंटेन, फॉरेस्ट एक्सेट्रा. इंक्लूडिंग इन 29% लैंड। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि 71% टोटल वाटर ड्रिंकिंग ही वाटर है, नहीं, उसमें से 97% सी एंड ओशियनिक वाटर है। सिर्फ ड्रिंकिंग वाटर कितना अवेलेबल है? 0.3%। We cannot use all the water on earth because sea water is a salty. सी वाटर सॉल्टी होने की वजह से हम पूरा यूज़ नहीं कर सकते. सम वाटर इज़ इन द फ्रोजन स्टेट and a very small quantity of water is available for a drinking, yet it is enough for all living things. बहुत ही स्मॉल क्वांटिटी में ड्रिंकिंग वाटर अवेलेबल है, बट वो भी सफिशियंट है नॉर्मली. Now find out in what way is the water is sea and oceanic useful even though it's salty. So we can use the salty water for making a salt. Now observe and discuss for which purpose is water being used for a bathing, washing, drinking. So all of these purpose we are use the water. Now as you can see in the image, for the industrial area their use of water, people use water for a clothing washing, for a farming, agriculture, they are use the water. Now do the others living organism are water like we do? Yes, animals also want to do a water for a drinking and bathing. So we use a water in a large quantity. We have learned that water on the earth is regulated through the water cycle. So we want a water in a large quantity. So we have already learned on the earth is water regulated the water cycle. The water vapor formed from the ocean in the main source of water in the water cycle. So water vapor कैसे बनता है? इन द फॉर्म वाटर वेपर ओशियन के थ्रू बनता है. ओशियन में जो भी वाटर है वो हीट की वजह से वाटर इवेपरेटेड होता है. इवेपरेशन के बाद वो कंडेंसेशन के इवेपरेशन होता है. इवेपरेशन के बाद कंडेंसेशन होता है एंड आफ्टर कंडेंसेशन वो वाटर वेपर में कन्वर्ट होते हैं. एंड आफ्टर वाटर वेपर वो क्लाउड्स में के थ्रू रेन के फॉर्म में फिर से नीचे आते हैं. अगेन वो स्ट्रीमर्स, रिवर, ये सब में मिक्स होके ओशन में मिक्स हो जाते हैं और फिर से सेम इवेपरेशन होगा. इवेपरेशन मतलब वाटर है, वाटर को अगर बहुत ज़्यादा हीट करेंगे तो आफ्टर समटाइम्स वो भाप बन के उड़ने लगेगा. तो ओशियन है तो सेम ओशियन में सनलाइट की वजह से वो इवेपरेटेड होता है एंड आफ्टर द इवेपरेशन देट इट विल बी अ कंडेंस एंड आफ्टर द कंडेंसेशन it converted into a water vapor. The water vapor formed from the ocean is the main source of water in the water cycle. So main source of water is a water cycle, and from where water vapor form? From the ocean. Now it get converted into a rain, creating a fresh water source on the earth. रेन इज़ अ क्रिएटिंग फ्रेश वाटर सोर्स ऑन द अर्थ. अर्थ पे फ्रेश वाटर का सोर्स क्या है? रेन है. तो रेन कैसे फॉर्म होता है? वाटर वेपर से. वाटर वेपर कहाँ से फॉर्म होता है? ओशियन से. एंड ओशियन में इवेपरेशन एंड कंडेंसेशन के बाद ये वाटर वेपर बनता है और रेन के फॉर्म में अर्थ पे फिर से गिरता है, नीचे गिरता है. Now we get water from the natural source such as the streamers, river, ponds, springs and the lake. Man also dig a well and bore well to lift the groundwater. Apart from this, man has also constructed the bunds and the dam of the various size on river. Due to the uncontrolled use of water for an increasing population, industry and farming, it is now in a short supply. Water scarcity has become a serious problem. Means we get water from the natural source, streamers, river, मतलब नदी, तालाब, लैक, खाड़ी, ये सारी चीज़ों से हमें वाटर्स मिल जाता है. बट अनकंट्रोल इंक्रीजिंग अ पॉपुलेशन, we use for industry and farming we use a water. So uncontrolled use of water मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा वाटर यूज़ करने की वजह से। और बहुत ज़्यादा वाटर यूज़ क्यों हो रहा है? बिकॉज ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग पॉपुलेशन, इंडस्ट्री एंड फार्मिंग। नाउ इट इज शॉर्ट सप्लाई, मतलब पानी का सप्लाई बहुत कम हो रहा है। क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज हो गया है और इंडस्ट्री एंड फार्मिंग भी है, तो जिसके वजह से वाटर का सप्लाई कम हो रहा है। एंड वाटर स्कैरिसिटी हैज़ बिकम ए सीरियस प्रॉब्लम। स्कैरिसिटी मतलब पानी का अभाव। नाउ ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, use water sparingly, black block water, let it percolate it, store water wherever possible, reuse water wherever possible. Remember, store water does not become a slate at once. वाटर को जब यूज़ करना है, बस ज़रूरत है तभी यूज़ करो। कहीं पे भी वाटर स्टोर करके रखो, लाइक बारिश हो रही है तो उस वाटर को स्टोर करके रखो। कैन यू टेल what is a land made? Is land flat everywhere? What do you see on land? What has man created on land? Does man produce a soil land? If a deep pit is dug in the ground, what do you find there? So all of these answers from the land related to the land. So now I will explain all the answers. Land is seen in the form of stone, soil, big rocks. नॉर्मली लैंड हमें सॉइल, स्टोन एंड बिग रॉक्स के ही थ्रू दिखते हैं। तो लैंड इज सीन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ, इस तरीके से दिखेंगे, स्टोन, सॉइल एंड बिग रॉक्स। इट इज़ नॉट अ फ्लैट एवरीवेयर, सभी जगह पे फ्लैट नहीं होगा। कहीं कहीं पे फ्लैट है, कहीं पे डेजर्ट है, कहीं पे माउंटेन है, पहाड़ है। तो लैंड इज़ नॉट अ फ्लैट एवरीवेयर, इट इज़ ए हिली इन सम प्लेसेस एंड फ्लैट इन अदर्स. All terrestrial animals means those are animal found or live on the land. So all terrestrial animals including a man live on the land. Some terrestrial dig burrows in the ground for shelters, and this mean that they use land for fulfilling their needs. We also use the land for farming and for building houses and roads. We make use of plant and animal in the forest that grow on the land. The minerals, crude oil and natural gases obtained from the earth are very important for us. Means from the land we are found minerals, crude oil, natural gases. It is very important natural resources for us. And normally man are used land for farming, build the houses and the road and fulfill their needs. It means that land is very important resource. Let us see exactly what land is made of. So now we will learn how land is made. As you can see in the image, first layer is a dry leaves, next is soil, then sand, small stone and big stone. So first we take a transparent plastic bottle, a handful of soil, some stones, sand, some dry leaves and water. Now cut off the upper tapering part of bottle, put the rest of the material in the lower part of add water, means big stones we are added. Now stir the mix thoroughly and put it aside. Observe in the next day and answer. Observe in the next day and answer. How does the mixtures in the bottle look now? How do you see the layer in it? What is seen in the different layer from the top to bottom? So as we can see in the image, firstly we are put the big stone, then small stone, sand, soil and dry leaves. After some times dry leaves will be decomposed and mix in the soil, mix in the soil and it converted into a humus. Now next is a layer of land. So if the land has mature soil, अगर mature soil है, already soil है उस land पे, तो if the land has mature soil, the topmost layer is formed by the decomposition of the remain of the plant and animals. This layer is called humus. Humus means what? The dry leaves or leftover leaves fall on the land, and animals, dead plants and dead animals like insects, etc., they are decomposed after some times and it mix in the soil, and it is a humus. Means if a mature soil on the land, that's time the dead plant and animal cells are decomposed it in on it a soil and it converted into a humus. It's called a layer. इस दिस लेयर इज कॉल्ड द ह्यूमस. मतलब जितने भी लीव्स है, ड्राई लीव्स है जो नीचे गिर जाते हैं, इंसेक्ट्स हैं, उनके डेथ के बाद वो थोड़े टाइम के बाद डीकम्पोज होते हैं. मतलब डीकम्पोज होते हैं माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म के हेल्प से, सॉइल के हेल्प से. तो डीकम्पोज होने के बाद वो अगेन उस सॉइल में मिक्स हो जाते हैं, जिसे हम ह्यूमस कहते हैं. एंड इट इज़ यूजुअली फाउंड इन द डेंस फॉरेस्ट. द लैंड बिलो दिस इज full of sand, soil, small stone, worm and insects. Soil and piece of bedrocks are found below the layer of land. This soil is immature. Bedrocks means big rocks हैं और small rocks हैं, ये सब क्या है? Immature soils हैं. And further below this layer is proportion of soil decrease and that the rock increase. मतलब और ज़्यादा डिगिंग करते जाओगे, नॉर्मली सॉइल होता है, ह्यूमस होता है, और डिग करते जाओगे तो स्मॉल सॉइल, इमेच्योर सॉइल्स फाउंड होंगे. आफ्टर द इमेच्योर सॉइल और ज़्यादा डिग करोगे तो हमें वहाँ पे बिग रॉक्स वगैरह फाउंड हो सकते हैं. द मेन मिनरल्स इन द सॉइल आर डिराइव फ्रॉम दिस रॉक्स एंड दैट इज़ वाई द सॉइल इन अ डिफरेंट रीजन इज अ डिफरेंट. मीन्स इन अ डिफरेंट रीजन वी गेट द डिफरेंट सॉइल. Like in a Konkan, Sindhudurg side, we got a red color soil. In Vidar and in Maharashtra, black soil is mostly found. So soil in a different region is a different. The color and texture of soil are both determined by the bedrocks. Color and texture also we are determined by the bedrocks. Now the process of soil formation. Process of soil formation means कितने टाइम लगेंगे सॉइल को बनने के लिए और कैसे. The soil on the land is formed by the natural process. सॉइल बनने का जो प्रोसेस है वो नेचुरली है. तो सॉइल फॉर्मेशन ऑन द लैंड is a natural process. The abiotic component of soil are supplied through the weathering of the bedrocks. Weathering of a bedrocks means जो भी बड़े big stones है वो because of the rain and atmospheric pressure and temperature they divided into small stones. So that is the weathering of rocks. So due to the heat, cold and heat of the suns, winds and rains respectively, the bedrock break down in pieces. Just like I explained, weathering of rocks means because of the atmospheric pressure and temperature, big rocks divided in pieces. And now stone, sand and soil are formed from these pieces. Microwaves form and insects are found among them. Rodents like the mice and the rat are also found here. The root of tree growing on the land also help the weathering of rocks. मतलब जो रूट ऑफ सॉइल है, रूट ऑफ ट्री है, ट्री के जो रूट्स है वो भी हेल्प करते हैं बिग बिग स्टोन्स को ब्रेक करने में. द प्रोसेस ऑफ सॉइल फॉर्मेशन इज स्लो एंड कंटिन्यूस. बहुत स्लो है एंड कंटिन्यूस है, ऐसा नहीं कि स्टॉप हो जाएगा, सीजनल है, नहीं, वो कंटिन्यू है. सो बिकॉज द प्रोसेस ऑफ सॉइल फॉर्मेशन इज स्लो एंड कंटिन्यूस. इट टेक अबाउट 1,000 years. It take about 1,000 years for a 2.5 centimeter thick layer of mature soil to form. Means 2.5 centimeter thick layer बनने के लिए उसे 1,000 years लगता है. Now soil can destroy. ये तो सॉइल बनने का प्रोसेस हुआ कि सॉइल बनने की स्लो एंड कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस है वेदरिंग ऑफ रॉक्स की वजह से. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ टेम्परेचर, एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर्स, हीट ऑफ सनलाइट, रेन की वजह से बेड रॉक स्पीसीज में कन्वर्ट होते हैं। एंड देन 1000 ईयर लगता है 2.5 सेंटीमीटर लेयर बनने के लिए। नाउ सॉइल डिस्ट्रॉय कैसे होते हैं? तो सॉइल कैन डिस्ट्रॉय इन अ शॉर्ट पीरियड ड्यू टू द फ्लड, स्टॉर्म एंड ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी। सॉइल बनने के लिए 1000 ईयर लगा, बट सॉइल डिस्ट्रॉय होने के लिए फ्यू मिनट्स ही लगेगा। लाइक बहुत बड़ा स्टॉर्म आ गया, हवा आई, मिट्टी उड़ गई, सॉइल उड़ गया, फ्लड्स आया, पानी के साथ बह गया। And most of the human activities such as the mining, that is why it is necessary to conserve the soil. So necessary conserve to soil मतलब soil को बचा के रखना, सेव करके रखना। So it is necessary to conserve the soil and prevent the erosion of land. erosion of land मतलब भूमि क्षरण। भूमि क्षरण मिट्टी को बहा के लेके जाता है। तो हाउ वी आर प्रिवेंट द सॉइल erosion? So the best remedy of this, they increase the green cover of land. Green cover of land means grasses. If we are use or we are grow the grasses, if we are grow the grasses on the land, so that's time the soil will be anchored or hold to the grass, and it will be never flow with the water. So erosion of land is reduced if a grass, tree and bushes are grown in it. Now do you know the humus is the layer formed on the soil due to the decomposition of dead plant and animal by microbes. ह्यूमस किसकी वजह से बन रहा है सॉइल में? डिकम्पोजिशन ऑफ डेथ प्लांट एंड एनिमल्स। किसके हेल्प से? माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म के हेल्प से। नाउ ह्यूमस सप्लाई अ न्यूट्रिशन टू द सॉइल. ह्यूमस इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट erecting the soil and holding water in the soil. ह्यूमस का फंक्शन है कि वो वाटर को होल्ड करके रखते हैं एंड सॉइल को एरेटिंग करके रखते हैं, मतलब बांध के रखते हैं और वाटर को होल्ड करके रखते हैं। ह्यूमस का ये फंक्शन है। और ह्यूमस सप्लाई द न्यूट्रिशन टू द सॉइल. द प्रोपोर्शन of humus in the upper layer of good fertile soil is about 33% to 50%. ह्यूमस का जो प्रोपोर्शन है अपर लेयर में वो 33 to 50% होता है एंड इट इज़ अ गुड फर्टाइल सॉइल. Now use your brain power. What are the constituent of soil? Classify them biotic and abiotic constituent. So biotic means living organism and abiotic means non-living organism. So leaf is a living organism. So leaf, microorganism, insects, worms. So these are all a biotic substance. Abiotic substance means minerals, water. These are all abiotic substance in the soil. Now forest on land got buried underground due to the great upheavals that took place on the earth many years ago. After that, the process of formation of fossil fuel means in the forest on the land बहुत सालों तक वो burn होते हैं, like coals and all these things burn on the land of many years ago, and after that the process of formation of fossil fuel for the remain of the living things took place underground. We get the fuel like a petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffins and other useful material like tar and wax from the fossil fuel called the crude oil. Means from the fossil fuel means a crude oil, and it is a petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin and other useful material like tar and wax we get from the underground of earth or land, and it is known as a fossil fuel, and fossil fuel is also called as a crude oil. Now living things used land, water and air available on the earth, and so does man. However, the proportion of leaves these resources that are actually put to use are very small as compared to the whole earth. मीन्स ऑल ओवर होल अर्थ पे जितने भी ये नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज हैं लाइक एयर, वाटर एंड लैंड, हम उसमें का बहुत ही कम परसेंटेज यूज़ करते हैं. Now let's look at the following table. Land 29%, potable water 0.3%, and oxygen 21%. Now, even in these small proportion, the resources shown in the above table are sufficient for all living things. Only it is very necessary for a man to control his greed. In other words, he must use this resource judiciously with the awareness that they are meant for all other living things and not just for a mankind. These are all proportion are very sufficient for all living things, but man living things are very greedy. They are not control their need or unnecessary needs. It is very necessary for the man to control his greed, and in the other word he must use these resources judiciously, means जितना ज़रूरत है उतना ही यूज़ करें, and with the awareness that they are meant for all the living organism and just for a mankind. जितने भी living organisms हैं या natural resources है just for a mankind. Now institute at work. Indian Meteorological Department means IMD means India Meteorological Department was established in 1875 for studying the weathers in the Indian subcontinents. वेदर्स एंड क्लाइमेट्स के स्टडी के बारे में इंडिया मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट स्टैब्लिश हुआ था 1875 को. द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ हिज इंस्टीट्यूट इज टू ऑब्जर्व द वेदर्स एंड टू मेक द वेदर्स फॉरकास्ट, and this institute also conduct the research related to the change in weather, make forecast about the rain and study the development related to the global warming. Means IMD Indian Meteorological Department established in 1875 and the main function is that to observe the weather and to make अ वेदर फॉरकास्ट. जो हम न्यूज़ चैनल पे वेदर्स देखते हैं ना कि आज बारिश होने वाली है, बहुत बारिश होने वाली है, 2 दिन कंटिन्यू बारिश होगी, तो ये सब इंडियन मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट के थ्रू हमें मैसेज आता है. ऑन द अर्थ देयर इज़ ए सैटेलाइट, नेविगेशनल सैटेलाइट, weather casting, weather broadcasting satellites. So all of the satellite to help to get the information related to the weather. So IMD department control the satellites and they got the information related to the weathers and climate, and they publish to the newspaper or media, and we get information related to the weather. So we get the information related to the weathers and climates from where? So IMD Indian Meteorological Department. Now next is a exercise. Exercise question. First, filling the blanks. The layer of ozone gas absorb dash ray that come from the sun to the earth. So your answer is a ultraviolet ray. Second is, of the total water available on the earth, fresh water form 0.3%. Both dash and dash constituent are present in the soil, biotic and abiotic constituent. Biotic and abiotic constituent means leaves, insects, these are all the biotic, and minerals, water, these are abiotic. So biotic and abiotic constituent are present in the soil. Now second question is, why is it said that the ozone layer is protective shell of the earth? So answer is that the ozone layer act as a protective layer for life on the earth, and because it absorbs the harmful ultraviolet ray so that's why we said that ozone layer is a protective shell of the earth. And second is, water is a life. So water is one of the most precious resource which we have on the earth. All the biochemical process which occur in a plant and animal, our surrounding, etc., and require water to function. It is a require for the extents of the life on the earth, as it is an essential component of all the biological process. We cannot imagine our life without the presence of water. As we earlier explained, water is a life. So the blood of an animal and shape of in a plant contain a very high proportion of water. No living things can survive without water. Therefore, it's said to be a water is a life. Now, sea water is a useful even though it is not potable. Sea water useful है. उसके अलावा हम पी वाटर ड्रिंकिंग वाटर के लिए यूज़ भी नहीं होते, पर फिर भी सी वाटर इज़ यूज़फुल है. क्यों है यूज़फुल? So remember one thing, student, when the question start from why, so your answer should be start from because. So now the sea water is useful even though it is not potable. So your answer should be start from because. So because of although the sea water is not potable, it has various other kinds of use which have proved its important. Water from ocean can be used for making a hydroelectricity, a form of renewable source of energy. Means from the oceanic wave or seawater we use electricity, tidal energy, and it can used as a cheap transport method. We can use a seawater as a transport ship with the help of ship. They can be used for the activity like the scuba diving, water sports, etc. Most important things, we are get the salt from the sea water. Next is a what will be happen? Microwaves in the soil get destroyed. So microwaves get in the soil get destroyed. So leaves that plant and animal they can't be a decomposite, it not will be a convert in a humus. Means soil contain various kind of microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, etc. So these are all microorganisms play an important role. Like a certain bacteria and a blue green algae have ability to fix the atmospheric nitrogen, in turn enrich the fertility of soil. And because of the microorganism the humus layer is formed. Why? Because of that plant and animal decompose it with the help of microorganism. So microorganism are very important for the soil. uh, what will be happen if the number of vehicle and factory in our surrounding increase? So if the number of vehicle and factory are increase our surrounding, so that's time smoke will be produced, air pollution will be increase, and different types of harmful gases are released like nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, so etc. Next is the total supply of potable water is finished. अगर drinking water which is 0.3% if finished, then what will be happen? क्या होगा? So if the total supply of potable water is finished, then the life on the earth will be end, and water is required for the extension of the living beings, and in it the absence it would hamper the development process and the survival. Means if the potable water is finished on the earth, that time we can't survive without a water. Now match the following: carbon dioxide plant and food production, ऑक्सीजन फॉर अ कंबस्शन मतलब जलाने की यूज़ आता है, वाटर वेपर फॉर अ रेन, एंड माइक्रोब्यूज फॉर अ जनरेशन ऑफ सॉइल. नेम द फॉलोइंग constituent of the biosphere. So hydrosphere, atmosphere, these are all the constituent of biosphere. Biotic constituent of the soil, microorganism and insects. Microorganism and insect is a biotic constituent of soil. Fossil fuel. Fossil fuel is coal and petroleum. Petroleum means petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin oil. These are all a fossil fuel. Inert gas, argon, krypton, xenon, neon. All these are a inert gas. Now gas that are harmful to a ozone layer. From the refrigerator and fridge, it release harmful gases, carbon tetrachloride and chlorofluorocarbons. Now true and false. Land and soil are the same things. So false. The water in a lake is called the groundwater falls. It take about 1,000 years to form a 2.25 centimeter thick layer of soil. Falls. It take a 2.5 centimeter thick layer. Make. Radon is useful decorative lights. Falls. Now explain in your own word. So explain in your own word. Explain with the help of diagram how soil is formed. So on the page number 6, in that explain the layer of land. So with the help of diagram you can explain the soil is formed, how soil is formed, soil कैसे form होता है, with the help of biotic and abiotic component, weathering of a bed rocks due to the heat, cold and water of the sun, winds and rain respectively. The bed rocks break down into a pieces. Stone, sand and soil are formed from these pieces. Microorganisms like worm and insect are found among them, and they help to decompose it. And the process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It take 1,000 years of 2.5 centimeter thick layer of mature soil to form. Now, why is there a shortage of water even though it occupy about 71% of earth surface? So although water occupy about 71% of the earth's surface, all of it's not potable water. Most of the water is available in the form of sea and ocean, means 97%, and which is the salty, and this is the saline water has its limitation and cannot be used for many purposes. Around 2.5%, 2.7% of water exists in a frozen state as the groundwater, which is unaccessible. Only 0.3% of water is available as a potable water, which is fit for a human requirement. Now what are the various constituent of air? Write their use. Various constituent of air you are already learned in a part 1. Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide gas and inert gas, these are all the air constituent and very useful. Nitrogen for a packaging of a food and production of the ammonia, oxygen for the respiration and combustion, carbon dioxide gas for you plant make their own food and fire extinguisher, and inert gas are also useful. So why are air, water and land considered to be valuable natural resource? The importance of air can be understood by the fact that the earth support life because the presence of this air in our surrounding. It is required for a various biological function and biological chemicals cycles. And land, for all terrestrial organisms live on the land. It is very useful for purpose of farming, building houses and roads. Plant and animal which we uh, grow grow we use also grow on the land, and the mineral which is obtained from the deep inside of the earth, and it is very important resource, for example petrol and coal. Water, without water we can't survive. So all these things, air, water and land, very useful for fulfill our requirement, and without them we can't survive. So that's why it is a valuable natural resource. Now activity is that obtain the detailed information about work of the Indian Meteorological Department. So search on it. Indian Meteorological Department function, when it is established and how it is established, what is the reason behind it and their functions, and find the remedy of the water scarcity. वाटर स्कैरिटी मतलब पानी का अभाव, पानी की कमी, तो इसके क्या रीजंस हैं और उसके कौन से रेमेडीज़ हो सकते हैं, कैसे वो कम हो सकता है, पानी हम सेव कैसे कर सकते हैं, वाटर स्कैरिटी सिस्टम को हम रिमूव करके उसे कंजर्व कैसे कर सकते हैं, वो रेमेडीज़ लिखना है. सो सर्च ऑन इट.